All right, everyone, welcome back. This is going to be our last lecture of Unit 3, and much like earlier in the week, my goal here is to take this lecture and split it up into digestible chunks for you all. So the goal for this lecture is to really take what we've been doing with logic, with these foundations of economics, and propel ourselves into this world of personal finance, which is going to be Unit 4. That means we're going to go over some simple formulas. We're going to talk about how financial markets, a key feature of the economy, help us not only with saving and growing our funds, but also help the economy move forward and circulate dollars around the economy. Now, the problem is that means we're going to have to deal with a lot of new math, a lot of new formulas. And this can be particularly difficult when we're remote learning. It might be particularly difficult for those of you who are less comfortable with the algorithmic side of things, with the calculation side of things. Those of you who are in engineering, who are in math with a background on it, you should probably feel free to skip over these parts, just brief review. But those of you who feel less comfortable, definitely take some time. And if there's anything that's unclear, I'll post practice notes. I will work with you over office hours. But it's important that we learn this not only as we shift into Unit 4, but also because it plays a key role in our understanding of dollars and cents. That is, how money flows around the economy and lubricates our transactions within the economy. So let's start with just a simple motivating question. Take a minute to think about this, but which would all of you rather have? $10,000 right now or $10,000 5 years from now? And for the purposes of this thought starter, try and think about it as if there were a little bit more certainty in the world. But to me, the answer seems fairly obvious, and that's $10,000 right now. And the reason why goes back to these core foundations we've been talking about, which is there is an opportunity cost to everything. In other words, there is time value to money. But when we take that time value into money into account, the question becomes a little more complex. So take a minute now and think about which you would rather have, $10,000 right now or $13,000 in 5 years. And this is much trickier because it depends on much more than just how money is changing over time and this time value to money. It depends on what we think is going to be happening in 5 years. What we think $13,000 will get us, not only because of relative cost of living, we might be in new places, but maybe we've incurred debt, maybe we're making more money than we were, maybe we're making less money than we were. Our expectations about the future really play into this concept of time value of money, and this is very important, particularly as we move into Unit 4 and as we start talking about what you guys think are going to what you think you're going to be earning for your final budget project. So let's close this little lecture nugget out by just giving you a quick glimpse at what we'll be doing for the rest of this unit, which is we're going to be looking at time horizons, interest rates, and present amounts in order to understand how much something is going to be worth in the future.